Good morning, social studies students. Mr. Sayer, this is your social studies lesson for today. Make sure it's done by 3:30 and click turned in when it is turned in. You're going to look at hierarchy of feudalism today and social mobility. There is a couple things that you're going to work on. One is a worksheet that I'm going to show you in a second. The next is an Ed puzzle, which only has 2 questions and is very short. And then if you want to, you can begin this, but you don't have to. And that is working on a feudalism blog, number 8. It is not due until Friday. There is a special simulation, and your team will get extra farthings if every person who has a robe on will get an extra 5 farthings for their team. That's going to be tomorrow when you're going to have a monastery simulation held at your house. So let's look at what stuff that you're going to do today. Also, if you watch the vice presidential debate tonight and do some notes, I will be putting that up, then you can get some extra points for your team. I'm going to vote for sure, and I just got my ballot yesterday, so I'm going to probably putting that in the mail today. This year, I definitely want to vote. So check this out. And again, this is how you gain and you lose farthings. But this is the first assignment you have, and this is really important for you to listen to. You're going to be, following these directions, defining what feudalism is and describing the effects it had on people living in Western Europe. What's going to happen is I'm going to help you with this right now, but you're going to do see, think, and wonder here. The answers for this, and I'm not going to write them for you, but I will say them. So social hierarchy is a system in society where the people are organized by their social class. Example is the middle class. The social mobility is the movement of people by their social classes. A rigid class structure, which means there's not much movement or any. A rigid class structure is a social class system where there is little or no mobility. A person remains in the social class their entire life or their whole life. Then you're going to answer this. Does this image best represent a society with social mobility or a rigid class structure, and explain why? Then you're going to contextualize. You're going to read about the fall of Rome, feudalism brings protection, and feudalism brings stability, and you're going to answer these, fill in the blanks. So the Lord gave the vassal blank, and the vassal gave the Lord blank, and then the Lord gave the serf what, and then the serf gave the Lord what, and then blank is an economic structure that shaped medieval Europe. Using the diagrams above and text above, respond to the following question. Why did feudalism develop in Western Europe in the 500s after the decline of the Roman Empire? Use at least one of the conjunctions in your response of but, because, so, therefore. So that should be a pretty easy worksheet. That's one thing you need to do. The second thing you need to do is you'll be clicking on to an Ed puzzle. This is the Ed puzzle you're going to be watching today. Right here. And it's only got 2 questions, and it's just a second less than 6 minutes, and it talks about worst jobs. And this you didn't do the other day. It's about monks and how monks had a rough situation. And then, like I said, if you want extra farthings, you can watch a half an hour of the debate tonight. Otherwise, you can just kick it. Make sure that the worst jobs and this worksheet are done by 3:30, and have a great day. The other thing that you may want to do is this right here, where it's feudalism, and this isn't due till Friday. But please explain how your medieval person fits into the feudal system. What social classes are they part of, or social class? are they part of? What are the benefits and drawbacks of being in that class of society? Add 1 to 3 images, and extra credit if you add a video. If you also, you're going to be adding images to your first blog entry about who you are and what your person is. All right? Have a great day. I have a bunch of meetings, but I will be checking my email. See you tomorrow in the monastery.